Hey everyone, welcome back to Stoic Albums. Today we're diving deep into the mysterious world of Sigma females, the rarest and most misunderstood women on Earth. They don't follow the crowd, they don't beg for attention, and they don't play by anyone's rules. But here's the twist: the things that make them powerful are also the things that terrify others. So get ready, because today we're uncovering 8 terrifying things all Sigma females do that leave people speechless. Let's begin. Point number 1. They cut people off without warning. One of the most terrifying things a Sigma female does is cut people off without warning. She doesn't believe in wasting time on people who no longer add value to her life. When someone lies, disrespects her, or breaks her trust, she doesn't argue, beg, or create drama. Instead, she quietly walks away and never looks back. This confuses people because most are used to emotional reactions, long explanations, or second chances. But a Sigma female doesn't need to prove her point. Her silence says it all. What makes this so scary to others is how calm she is when doing it. There's no anger, no shouting, no revenge, just peace. It's like she completely erases people from her world. She can love deeply, but once she feels someone is not genuine, her feelings turn off instantly. It's not that she is heartless. She just knows her worth and refuses to stay where she's not respected. People often try to come back into her life, but by then, she's already moved on. She doesn't reopen closed doors because she believes every ending protects her from something fake. This quiet strength shocks others, especially those who expected her to be weak or dependent. A Sigma female's ability to cut people off without warning is terrifying because it shows just how emotionally strong and independent she really is. She doesn't need closure or approval. She simply chooses peace, and that's what makes her unstoppable. Point number 2. They're emotionally unreachable. Another terrifying thing about Sigma females is that they are emotionally unreachable. You can try to get close to them, but you will never truly understand what's going on in their mind or heart. A Sigma female doesn't open up easily. She guards her emotions like a fortress because she has learned that not everyone deserves access to her soul. She is calm, mysterious, and always in control of her feelings, and that makes people nervous. Most people are used to emotional reactions. They expect someone to get angry, cry, or beg for attention. But a Sigma female doesn't give them that power. She stays composed no matter what happens. You can insult her, ignore her, or try to break her down, but she won't show you her weakness. Her silence and emotional control make her unpredictable and hard to manipulate. This emotional strength scares people who want control. They realize they can't make her jealous, can't guilt-trip her, and can't push her buttons. She is always 2 steps ahead, seeing through every fake word and false promise. What others see as coldness is actually emotional intelligence. A Sigma female doesn't build walls to hide. She builds them to protect her peace. Once she truly trusts someone, she can be deeply loving and loyal, but that trust must be earned. Her ability to remain emotionally unreachable makes her powerful, mysterious, and yes, terrifying to anyone who tries to play games with her heart. She cannot be controlled, and that's exactly what makes her different. Point number 3. They challenge authority without fear. One of the most terrifying traits of a Sigma female is that she challenges authority without fear. She's not afraid to speak her mind, question rules, or stand against unfair systems. While most people follow blindly to fit in, a Sigma female chooses to think for herself. She doesn't care about titles, power, or social ranks. What matters to her is truth and respect. If something doesn't feel right, she will boldly call it out, no matter who's in front of her. This fearless attitude often shocks people. They expect women to stay quiet, polite, or agreeable. But a Sigma female refuses to play that role. She doesn't argue just to rebel. She questions to understand and improve. When someone tries to control her, she calmly reminds them that she follows her own path. Her strength comes from self-confidence, not from ego. People in authority often find her intimidating because she can't be manipulated or silenced. She sees through fake leaders, toxic bosses, and controlling partners. She knows her voice has power, and she's not afraid to use it. This independence can make others uncomfortable because she exposes the weakness of those who rely on control. A Sigma female's courage to stand up for what's right, even when she's alone, makes her truly powerful. She's not loud or aggressive. She's calm, direct, and unshakable. That quiet confidence can make even the strongest people feel uneasy. Challenging authority without fear shows just how strong her mind is. She lives by her own rules, guided by her morals and logic. And that's what makes her one of the most terrifyingly independent people you'll ever meet. Point number 4. They disappear to recharge. Another terrifying thing about a Sigma female is that she disappears to recharge. Unlike most people who need constant attention or validation, a Sigma female values her peace more than anything else. When life gets too noisy or overwhelming, she quietly pulls away from everyone. She doesn't tell anyone where she's going or how long she'll be gone. She just vanishes. This sudden silence often shocks people around her. They think something is wrong, but in reality, she's just protecting her energy. A Sigma female knows that too much social noise drains her spirit. She needs time alone to think, reflect, and reconnect with herself. During these quiet moments, she finds strength and clarity. While others waste time chasing attention or drama, she's recharging her mind and rebuilding her focus. That's why when she returns, she comes back even stronger, wiser, and more confident. What terrifies people is how easily she can disappear without fear of being forgotten. She doesn't depend on anyone's approval to feel complete. This independence makes others feel uneasy because they realize she truly doesn't need anyone to survive emotionally. Her ability to vanish without explanation shows how self-sufficient she is. It's not coldness, it's emotional maturity. She knows when to step back, heal, and rise again. When the Sigma female disappears, she's not running away. She's growing in silence. And when she returns, she shines brighter than before. That mysterious balance of peace and power is what makes her so fascinating and terrifying at the same time. Point number 5. They don't compete. They dominate quietly. One of the most terrifying things about a Sigma female is that she doesn't compete. She dominates quietly. While others are busy showing off, comparing themselves, or trying to prove their worth, the Sigma female stays silent and focused. She doesn't waste her energy trying to outshine others. Instead, she invests her time in building her skills, improving herself, and working toward her goals. And when the time is right, she simply wins. No noise, no announcement, no drama, just pure results. This quiet confidence confuses people. They can't understand how she manages to succeed without seeking help or attention. But that's her secret. She doesn't need an audience to feel powerful. She lets her actions speak louder than her words. When others are busy talking about their dreams, she's busy achieving hers. What makes this terrifying is that you never see her coming. She moves in silence, observes everything, and strikes at the perfect moment. By the time people realize her strength, she's already 3 steps ahead. Her success feels effortless because she works with focus, not competition. The Sigma female doesn't chase opportunities. She attracts them. She doesn't fight for recognition. Her excellence naturally demands it. And she never lowers her standards to fit in. That quiet dominance makes people uneasy because it breaks every rule of how society expects success to look. In a world where everyone wants to be seen, the Sigma female proves that true power doesn't need to shout. Her calm, disciplined, and strategic way of dominating life is what truly terrifies people who depend on attention for validation. Point number 6. They intimidate without trying. One of the most terrifying things about a Sigma female is that she intimidates people without even trying. She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't try to prove anything. Yet her energy is powerful enough to make others nervous. There's something about her calm confidence, her steady eye contact, and her quiet strength that makes people feel both curious and uncomfortable at the same time. She walks into a room and instantly commands respect. It's not about what she wears or how she looks. It's her presence. People can sense that she's different, that she carries herself with purpose and self-respect. She doesn't try to fit in because she knows who she is. That kind of self-assurance is rare, and it's what makes her so magnetic yet so intimidating. What's even scarier is that she doesn't need to say much to make her point. Her silence, her body language, and her unshakable focus speak louder than words. People who are insecure often feel exposed around her because she can see through fake smiles, empty talk, and hidden motives. Her natural intuition makes her one step ahead of everyone else. This quiet power can make even confident people feel unsure around her. She doesn't play games, she doesn't flatter, and she doesn't chase anyone. And that makes others want her attention even more. But she gives it only to those who truly deserve it. The Sigma female's calm, confident energy is like a mirror. It reflects everyone's truth. That's why people either deeply admire her or secretly fear her. She doesn't need to intimidate anyone. Her presence alone does it for her. Point number 7. They refuse to settle. One of the most powerful and terrifying things about a Sigma female is that she refuses to settle. Whether it's in love, friendship, career, or life, she knows exactly what she deserves and won't accept anything less. This can be scary for people who are used to others lowering their standards just to fit in. But the Sigma female doesn't chase approval, comfort, or fake happiness. She chases purpose, respect, and real connection. When she sees that something or someone doesn't align with her values, she simply walks away. She doesn't beg for attention, and she doesn't stay in places where she feels undervalued. To her, being alone is far better than being surrounded by the wrong people. This mindset is what separates her from the crowd, and it's what makes her intimidating. People often mistake her high standards for arrogance, but it's not pride, it's self-respect. She's worked hard to build her confidence and peace, and she's not willing to give that up for temporary comfort. The Sigma female knows that settling for less only leads to regret later. What terrifies people most is how easily she can let go of things that others cling to. She's not afraid to start over, and she doesn't fear being misunderstood. Her strength lies in her independence. She creates her own happiness instead of waiting for someone to give it to her. The Sigma female's refusal to settle is a reminder that true strength isn't about having everything. It's about having the courage to wait for what's truly right. That's what makes her both inspiring and terrifying at the same time. Point number 8. They turn pain into power. The final terrifying trait of a Sigma female is that she turns pain into power. Unlike most people who let heartbreak, betrayal, or failure break them, a Sigma female uses every painful experience as fuel for growth. She doesn't waste time feeling sorry for herself or blaming others. Instead, she reflects, learns, and becomes stronger. This ability to transform challenges into strength makes her unstoppable and, frankly, intimidating to many. Life may try to knock her down, but she never stays down for long. Every obstacle becomes a lesson, every setback becomes motivation, and every hurtful experience becomes a stepping stone toward her success. People who expect her to crumble are often shocked when she rises higher than before, with more confidence and resilience than ever. What makes this terrifying is that she refuses to be a victim. She understands that pain is temporary, but growth and strength are permanent. Others may waste years complaining, but the Sigma female uses that same time to improve herself and reach new heights. This creates a kind of quiet power that is impossible to ignore. Her resilience also inspires awe and fear at the same time. People realize that no matter what they do to try to control or hurt her, she will adapt, survive, and thrive. She doesn't just overcome pain. She turns it into a weapon for her own success. A Sigma female's ability to turn pain into power is the ultimate expression of her independence and inner strength. She proves that nothing can hold her back. And that is what truly makes her terrifying, because she cannot be broken, controlled, or underestimated. Sigma females don't try to be terrifying, they just live authentically. But in a world full of masks, realness itself is scary. So tell me in the comments, which of these Sigma traits do you relate to the most? And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful insights about Sigma energy. Until next time, stay silent, stay strong, and stay Sigma.